Today is a hot day, so you probably hear a air conditioner going. My family's in the background. It's just called real living. And so this video is not about that. It is about, however, what do I think of patterning three now that I've had it for at least a week, or if not more. And the answer is I still like it. Check this out. Simple beat. Let me see if I can turn it up for you. Not mixed or anything, just a simple beat. I love this little visual up here. So you can kind of see. I probably would not put reverb from here on my stuff, but that's just because I prefer a certain ambience reverb. You guys know about it, EOS 2. But doesn't mean you can't use it. I'm just saying I just prefer. So if I this one I don't find as useful for me, but 10% of anything is probably okay if you want to put a little bit on there. I'm just showing you this. All right, set that one to 10. This one to 10. So yeah, you could do that and then adjust the reverb here for the overall. So I just put this little kit together. And I'm enjoying this. Now I'll talk about in just a second here. Let me stop this. What I don't, not that I don't like it, but I think could be improved tremendously. And a lot of that has to do with the fine tuning of a sample. I think this could be better. I think just the ability to chop a sample in here would be nice. And maybe on one pad, you could move and just cut ends off of the front and the back, or you can adjust the attack, or this hold is like what do they call that? Just like an envelope, sort of, kind of, right? I mean, it's okay. I just feel like it could be more here. And right now, I mean, there is a mix, so you could filter the sample, put a little delay, a little reverb. We know that. And then there is this. Hold on, let me close this. This ring mod and distortion thing, so you could add a little distortion to your drums. I mean, those are all cool. But I guess what I'm saying is, if I was using this solo without AUM or some way to adjust things and put my own reverb on there, I'd kind of be disappointed. So that said, it's amazing, but you're gonna probably want to use this in AUM as an AUV3, just because the limitations in here, unless you just don't care and you just want to play with sounds and just roll with it. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, for me personally, I haven't really got into this fill thing where you can create a fill. I probably should do something with that, but I haven't messed with that. This is cool with the alternative things for the LFOs. You can get real wild if you want to, but I tend to not be that person to do that. Or if I do it, it's going to be not in the same category as my drums, more or less its own little thing. So I would probably do that in AUV3 as an AUV3, because I could have multiple patterns going on, but I'm just showing you in without AUM. All right. Or another DAW. I don't have a DAW here going on. I think this is amazing. The cloud where everybody can share their drums and stuff like that. That's incredible. Um, Great idea, great workflow. Really nice. I think it's cool. Probably got more than drums that I'm going to use, but some of these are people that I know, like Michael Gerber. Shout out Michael. So I grabbed his, Mark Deluxe, stuff like that. These are guys that I know, so I'm grabbing theirs. I have my own little one here. I need to um, share mine, but I haven't really done that. Um, yeah. And so here I am making another kit for myself. It's so simple to drop in the drums. So just keep your drums in the samples folder. You can bring in anything you want, really, sample wise. Um, but yeah, I would love to see something where you can chop it right in here and let us just like then maybe you could have triggers, different triggers that trigger each sample or something. They could find a way to do that, I'm sure, to add that in. But anyway, that's something that I like. The export is amazing. I would have to say that's probably one of the coolest features that some apps struggle with that, but this one, that's not a thing of struggling. They give you so many options and ways to get your files out of there. The MIDI input is solid. Um, Erasing and creating stuff is easy. The mixer is pretty good. The timeline is decent. I don't think I'll ever touch these pads. I mean, I just don't see myself playing in this because this is just something that I just wouldn't do. I mean, at least not on this particular thing. The whole idea of buying this to me is to use a pattern and to create patterns based on it. So to go and sit and drum it, well, I could do that in Koala or something else. At that point, it would defeat the purpose of using this. And another thing that I really like a lot is this offset ability to offset stuff. And then the swing is really nice. That's what you hear going on here. I have some 65% swing on there. We could probably even bump this up a little bit on the. I like it 68 actually. The fact that you can do other time signatures is nuts. I haven't even messed with that, but that's pretty cool. It's just fun, I have to say. All right, let me stop this, otherwise I'll sit here all day. Um, so yeah, that's something I'd like to see. Um, One of the things that disappointed me probably the most was the fact that they didn't make this universal. I think for $30, it should have been universal. When you get to $30 range for an app, unless it's a DAW, then it should be universal. Like, make it where it can be on Mac OS, iPad, and iPhone. This is only on iPad, and that's kind of disappointing because this is like drawing in ideas, which you could do that on the iPhone, and you could very much do that on the MacBook with the mouse. You could sit and draw. You can see I can draw and stuff here like now. So why not bring it to the MacBook? Plus, you could bring your projects in different places. Now, I understand the cloud, maybe some issues there with the cloud. I'm not sure how that works. But even if the cloud was not the main function on the iPad, on the MacBook or whatever, at least you could for sure be able to send projects over and use them in other software. So anyway, just a thought, something I would love to see. May not happen, and I won't get my hopes up because I know how that goes. But just a few thoughts on it. And yes, I do think it's still worth it to have it. It's a great um, tool that you can use, especially in AUM, for creating patterns and rhythms. And the sheer fact that you have a timeline, which is half the battle in a lot of these apps that don't have good timelines. This is a nice little timeline. I mean, you can move it, extend it out, which I'm not doing right now, but and then set the looper. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. I don't want to rename. But yeah, so you can set the loopers right here actually. And then duplicate it or even extend it. See, I like this. Simple but works. Drag the blocks around. Alright, so you get the point. Alright, so there's the extension right there and then the two bars, two measures. Alright, however you want to term it. Alright, so that is it for this video. Just wanted to let you know that yes, I still dig it. And I think you will too if you really want to try it. All right. That's it. I'll see you on the next one.